Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about how to deploy Windows 2016 in the SCCM environment. So today we're going to be going through just a simple, straightforward, vanilla install. So there's three different ways to do this. One is you create a reference 2016 image by building a 2016 server, installing whatever features you want. If you want it updates on included, that's fine, or not. You can inject them later, or you can just do install through from the ISO file, the install.wim file, and import that into SCCM. Now I have done that already in SCCM. First thing you need to do is to copy the ISO file and mount it, and then once you mount it, then you just need to copy the install.wim to your software repository, wherever that is, and then you need to import that WIM file into your SCCM environment, which I've done already. So if you go to operating system, now there's operating system image and there's operating system upgrade. Now if you're going to be doing an upgrade scenario, then you're going to need to copy the entire media file in here. If you're just doing a reference computer, or if you're doing more of an out-of-box experience, you just need the WIM file, which I've done right here. There you go, 2016. Once you import the image by going through this process and importing the WIM image, so I'll just show you kind of how I did that. So you just want to put the path in there. There it is right there, and then you just go ahead and go, there's install WIM, and then you're going to go next, and then you put in a name, whatever you want to call it. So I'll just call it 2016 here, and then version 2016, and whatever comment you want to put there, and then you go next, and then that'll just import the image, and then that'll be that. So I've already done that, so I don't want to recreate this, so I'm going to go ahead and delete this one because I've already done that. This is the actual package file. So once you have that imported, then you need to distribute the contents to your distribution point. Okay, now that you've got the operating system imported in, now you're going to need to distribute the content. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. You go add distribution points. And if it's, so you select your distribution point. There you go. And you go ahead, next, next, and it will start to, now this will take some time, so I'm going to pause the video. Oh, actually it didn't take that long. Alright, so we're going to click on close. Alright, so now we go to monitoring and check the status of that. There we go. Now it's in progress. Now this will take a little bit of time, so I'll pause the video and I'll be back. Okay, so the Windows Server 2016 has been distributed to my distribution point, so all the contents are there. As you can see, 100% compliant. Now the next step is to create a task sequence. So we got my image, we've distributed the content. Now we just need to create a task sequence, which I've done already to install the 2016. And so basically it's just going to install the operating system. It's going to install the operating system. It's going to, you know, go ahead and do all the different components. I've got to reapply the image because I had to redistribute it. So we're just going to do a standard, and there we go. And go ahead and do that. We'll call it that. There we go. And okay, so we got that. I had to do something else anyway. So we got the task sequence. Now the next thing to do, we need to deploy that task sequence to, so I have VMware on my lab environment. So first thing you need to make sure is you have the distribution point. You have Pixie enabled, which I don't have, so I'm going to go ahead and enable Pixie, which is fine. You have to make sure you have for your environment that you have these UDP ports enabled, as well as the 69. So these are the ports you need to have, now I have a lab environment, so I don't have a firewall or anything, but so just make note of that, take note of that. I'm not going to require a password for this because it's just a lab environment, but in your production environment, you want to make sure if you wanted to set a password, you can. So I'm going to go ahead and allow just want to respond to and enable unknown computers, which is what I want. And then multicast, we don't want to do that. We got content there. We got the boundary groups created. Okay, so we just needed to enable Pixie. So we'll go ahead and click on OK. Now this will take some time to configure the Pixie components, and then we'll be able to create a new operating system. We're going to deploy that here in a second. Okay, so now that I've enabled Pixie, you can see that it's already created the Win remote install folder. When you do that, it configures it. When you install the WDS, the Windows Deployment Services, you don't need to configure that separately. Once you enable Pixie on one of your distribution points, it will configure all that for you, so no need to do the extra step there. So now that that's done, we can go back in and we're going to deploy the task sequence to our environment. So go ahead and click on the task sequence, the 2016. We're going to go ahead and click on deploy. So now we're going to call it collection. Now we don't want to do all. We're going to do all unknown computers. You can create a separate collection if you wanted to, and what have you. So I'm going to just select all unknown because we don't want to deploy it to. We can call it Windows 2016 collection, but I'm going to actually let me go ahead and do that. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and use the unknown collection just because I don't have any Windows 20 we'll do unknown computers, so this will be fine because we're just going to make it available anyways. And when you do the Pixie, it's not going to be, the system's not going to be known to your environment anyways. So we're going to go ahead and make it available. We're going to do make sure you select only media and Pixie only, so only media and Pixie. So we don't want to make the mistake of making it available for all users. So we'll just make sure it's only media and Pixie. We go next. We can set a time if you want to. I'm just going to make it available as soon as possible. So I'm just going to hit becomes available. Just put for now at this time. And then go ahead and do show. We're going to do commit changes, and I'm just going to take the default. If you have any internet-based clients, you can do that if you wanted to. So we're just going to keep the standard basic, and then you just go ahead and select next here. And then go ahead and do download only. So just take the default. You don't need to. And make sure you have a network access already created. And that's it. And then you have an image that's now ready for deployment. Thanks for watching, and give this video a thumbs up. Again, if you want to see more deployment options, just leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.